Welcome back. We're top of the table as the league splits in two, and it's time for a little change of pace for the final stretch. 10 games remaining. Panathinaikos arrived at the Toumba having lost here 4-1 in the league earlier this season. Michailidis gave us the lead in the 6th minute before Benjamin Verbic scored a controversial equaliser. Controversial largely because it wasn't deemed controversial. No VAR involvement despite Verbic being unequivocally offside when Willian Arau's initial shot came in. I will deal with this in a manner befitting modern clubs, a strongly worded statement on social media. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Konstantelios returned from his ankle injury and within 10 minutes had completely changed the game. One goal, 2 assists. This is how legends are made. A great start to the championship group could only be made better should Olympiacos lose to AEK. 9 games remaining. A chance to extend our lead to 9 points as we head to Olympiacos. The boy wonder arriving at the perfect time to put us ahead after 22 minutes. It was short-lived. Katarski got his hand to Iborra's long-range effort but couldn't keep it out. Olympiacos had the better chances but were wasteful. Until the 92nd minute. Someone somewhere has probably said something about being gracious in defeat. F that. This stings. Our lead is down to 3 points. 8 games remaining. Needing a win to get back momentum, we host Atromitos, the only team we haven't beaten so far this season. Their defence was, as it had been all season, resilient, and the game was truly turgid. But from despair, ecstasy. Now I don't want to be accused of hypocrisy, so let's take a closer look. Some might say that Sastra is interfering with the wall here, and definitely not 1 yard away. To them, I say... 7 games remaining. To Athens, and a stadium we lost in last time we visited. Matias Almeida has abandoned the 4-2-4 that caused us so much trouble, in favour of whatever the hell this is. It didn't work. Michailidis and Despodov put us 2-0 up, before Ponce's late consolation. Our 3-point lead is maintained. 6 games remaining. Panathinaikos snuck into the championship group by virtue of head-to-head record against Aris, and they're having a miserable time. We're here to pile on that misery. Simas marks a rare start with a double inside the opening 12 minutes, before Sastra pounces on a rebound to put the tie beyond doubt. No disrespect intended, but it's nice to have a fixture in the championship group that gives us a little respite. We're halfway now and things are pretty much exactly as it started. We hold a 3-point lead, but no longer hold the tiebreaker over Olympiacos. We face off next for what is likely to be the title decider. But first, it's time for a little intermission. Early in March, we turned our attention towards tying down our homegrown talent. Singaras, Michailidis and Simas were all rewarded with new contracts. As was Koulirakis, but, as his is a talent far greater than the others, we had to agree to a minimum fee release clause. When we signed Staphylidis in January, we inserted a 1-year extension clause, and this has been triggered. Our youth prospects have arrived, and after a disappointing preview in the winter, things are a little bit rosier. Ian Marticus is the pick of the bunch, and despite being listed as a winger, could potentially be an advanced playmaker. Thomas Moutasidis is a very raw prospect, but a 6'6" centre-back is the thing dreams are made of. We welcome Bienvenu Congo as a potential box-to-box midfielder. The coaches have high expectations for Orestis Arsenidis that I sadly don't share, as he lacks the pace to lead the line or strength to help link play. Nonetheless, it looks like there are some players here that might go on to good things. Right, back to the action. 5 games remaining. This is surely the decider. Win and we have a 6-point lead and hold the tiebreaker. Lose and Olympiacos leapfrog us into top spot. Now it would be wonderful to have an anecdote from my playing days to use here, but I just can't stress enough how bad a footballer I was, and how just winning the occasional game was a momentous achievement in itself. So I'll spare you the self-indulgent stories, and let's just watch the highlights. Konstantelios weaves his way through light traffic, then 3 players, 3 touches, 1-0. In the words of Alan Partridge,
Twat! That was liquid football!
a first half lead is certainly pleasing, especially in a game lacking quality chances, but we know this Olympiacos side has the capacity to turn this around. This was do or die for the Piraeus team, and they started the second half on the front foot, flooding players forward in search of an equaliser, which was forthcoming. We'd engaged well, and there was a little fortune the ball broke the way it did, but Solbaken's movement across his man got its due rewards. No need to panic. After all, we have the boy wonder Yannis Konstantelios. Bugger. No need to panic. There are plenty of other players who have the ability to be game changers. Jones Sastra might not have been the obvious candidate though. Second phases of corners seem to be so dangerous, perhaps even more so than the initial delivery. We work the ball across to Sastra, who has spaced the turn and fires it straight at Paskalakis, the former PAOK goalkeeper giving us a helping hand. Into injury time and we are on the cusp of glory. A penalty? I'm not sure what happened, but adding insult to injury and Quintilla is off. Samatta to take. Will he be put off by the Discord notification? No. Cool as you like. A deep breath, a short run up, Paskalakis sent the wrong way. A much-deserved victory. Olympiacos had only 2 shots in the second half. Granted, one was the equaliser, but we did what we needed to do. Our pass map is a thing of beauty. There is only one appropriate way to address the team. We're stretching those arms. The league table makes delightful viewing, a 6-point lead, and with a tiebreaker in our favour, just 6 more points needed. 4 games remaining. Panathinaikos have virtually nothing left to play for. Surely they can just take an early holiday and let us win. Don't make it obvious. Hold your own in the first half, then, I don't know, maybe concede a free kick, let Despodov do something magical, and then collapse. Sporar clearly didn't get the script, but no worries. Simas is on hand to restore the lead with 10 minutes remaining. From an offside position. Bugger. A missed opportunity and the lead is down to 4 points. No, it isn't. Olympiacos lost at home to AEK and we're now just 1 win away from clinching the title. 3 games remaining. Atromitos. I f***ing hate Atromitos. In 3 games so far, we've scored twice. We haven't lost to them yet though, so a point would not be the worst thing. In fact, a point would be quite welcome. That was Atromitos' first shot. We are in need of a hero, and that hero just so happens to take the form of January signing Panayotis Liaras. His 56th minute header secures a draw, which might just be enough if Olympiacos fail to beat Panathinaikos. Which of course they don't. A 3-0 win keeps the pressure on. The lead is down to 5 points, but we hold the head-to-head, so 1 more point is all we need. 2 games remaining. What would be more fitting than to win the title by defeating the reigning champions. Before last season, the last time AEK won the league was in 2018. The following year, PAOK were champions. Is this destiny? Give that man his flowers. Despodov opens the scoring in the 47th minute. AEK lose their heads. Siokris tries to maim his man and gets an early bath. The game peters out as we manage our one-man advantage. Cue the celebrations. One game remaining. Who cares? This game means nothing, apart from an opportunity to enjoy a guard of honour. Thanks guys. Samata scores some headers, Troost-Ekong scores an own goal, and Despodov gets his 15th league goal of the season. A job well done to round out the season. What a great season, and the accolades come pouring in. We've been named Manager of the Year, Konstanterios is Talent of the Year, Kirill Despodov as Foreign Player of the Year, and Kostas Kouliarakis as Greek Player of the Year. Loratsis, Michaelidis and Schwab also made the Team of the Year. Welcome to the era of PAOK supremacy. The season is not done though. There's a Greek Cup final to navigate, but we'll leave that to the next episode, where I'll also be recapping our Conference League campaign and planning ahead for the next season. See you then.